With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. That's caught, Andre Yoshivas.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
11 MT.
Now Burrow changing the look.
11 MT.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
12. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Andre Yoshivas
from 10 yards out.
And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
First carry now for David Montgomery.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's gone.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Value three.
Goff now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
12, 11.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Mike Gesicki, 30 yards. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Nothing, our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Here's Goff. That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, here's Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Again, Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10.
Gone.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's DJ.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. First carry for David Montgomery. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Goff.
there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He finds the veteran Ertz. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Commander's 1st down. Here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw in the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. Greg and I, back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. The Commanders will signal for the 1st of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Go, ready?
They'll run with Robinson. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So it's 4th down and Austin Seibert out to try the Washington field goal. That one is good. So just a lone field goal accounting for the scoring in the first half. 3-0 is our score. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see if we can come out with a hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Just one score, one lone field goal. All these two teams could muster in half number 1. What awaits us here in the second half? And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a toss left side for Robinson. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
I don't think we all appreciate enough just how difficult it is to throw on the run. The technique, the arm strength, the accuracy, all of those things on complete display on that first down pass.
On the give, it's Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he will have the Commanders first down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And he'll dive forward at the end in an effort to pick up an extra yard or 2. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a run with their tight end. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Diving for the end zone, but he's not going to get the ball across the plane. They're going to mark him just short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and you got to find a way to put that ball across the board. You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders are out to a 10-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Goff. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Now he takes off. Into the slide goes Goff. He's been around, knows what to do. He picked up the first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room.
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from